Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and today I am coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides, and actually it's going to be like 3 guys, because I've got 3 farms to show you. We have 2, they're going to be the Northern Barrens, and we have 1 out in Hillsbrad Foothills, which hey, that means possibly we can get a black tabby cat. But today we are going to be doing something for some of you guys that are all about this linen hype. I know that there's a lot of people that are looking for farms to possibly get some linen cloth because of the whole relics of the past flip and all that stuff. I don't know if I'll really get into it. I mean, yeah, if linen goes up and stuff, I'll post it on the auction house and make some gold, and you guys can buy it off me or other people can buy it off me and flip those relics. I'm all for it. I don't think I'm gonna take my time to sit there and be crafting anything or anything like that. But these are some farms that you can do in case, you know, I'm not saying that they're going to be like the best ones, but they're going to be alternatives that you can possibly use in case somebody is already at some of these other popular farms where people farm linen. I do think, you know, some of them are actually really good. One, like I said, is in Hillsbrad Foothills, where you can actually get black tabby cat carrier case. There's also you know, a couple in Northern Barrens, so something totally new, kind of. I'm not aware of any other farms really out in the Northern Barrens, but yeah, definitely I think it's worth checking out. So stick around and see how it's done. Alright guys, so here is our first farm. It is actually at a spot called Thornhill, and it is located right here in the Northern Barrens, right here, kind of along this edge here. It's in a cave. Now, actually, I don't think the cave actually shows up on the map, which is kind of weird, unless maybe I need to, you know, open some more of this up. But I don't actually see a cave entrance, but it's right here. And I don't necessarily like cave farms, but I felt like this was a decent alternative if you're looking for linen and all the other popular spots are taken, which you know, some of the best spots you're going to find in order to farm linen if you're wanting to do this flip. I don't know if I'll necessarily be doing it, but it's you know, most likely your black tabby cat farm, because when you get the black tabby, you get transmog, and you'll be getting a bunch of linen, and you can only have to stay in one spot. Another one's gonna be like Fraze Island, Gray Mist Murlocs, and there's this big, you know, stuff about this Westfall farm right now. But people knowing that, if those farms are all being, you know, over farmed, and you don't actually, you know, you go out there, every time you go out there somebody's there, these are maybe some alternatives you can try. And this is one right here where you can kind of still get the items that you would actually get at the Gray Mist Murloc farm. I've seen rain callers pieces, I've seen, which actually I don't even think you get those from the Gray Mist farm, but I've seen those. I've also seen items like the ceremonial pieces and all those things. Along with that, you also get the linen cloth. So let's go ahead and start killing here a little bit. Now, I only did these for about 30 minutes. Now this one is, like I said, in a cave, and I don't really care for caves. So I actually decided just to sit still in one spot, and what I did was I actually just have 2 spots covered in this group right here. As you see, the one up where X is, they're killing 2 outside of the cave entrance and killing the one right behind them. And then I'm also, which actually I probably need to move them up, they're sitting like right on top of this spot. So yeah, killing those. And then this one is actually able to get like 5 different mob packs. That's why I stacked so many right here. See the one that's kind of patrolling down here, which they'll get here eventually and we'll kill them. And then there's another one right there. There's also a mob pack right there. There's a mob pack right there. And then we're also able to loot the one up there. Now, every now and then, you might want to, if you're not able to reach that one, you might just want to move a little bit just to get in range of being able to loot the one that's right behind that guy. But it's not that much of a movement thing. And then you just move right back. Now, that one up there at the cave entrance, of course, they're only looting 3 because there's 1, 2, and 3. But as you see, the respawns are actually pretty good. Now, for our other ones, we're gonna go over here. Oops, that's the wrong way. Let's go this way. And this is, like I said, as soon as you come into the cave, Now for our other group, we actually have one right in this next area. Right here where you see like this water and stuff, which you don't see yet, but there it is, right there. You have one sitting right here, and they have to be like right at this spot, which basically you just want to line them up to where they're actually killing the mob that just actually came after us, but they're sitting right there, killing this mob over here and killing this mob over here. So yeah, only 3 mobs here too. There is one right over here, but you're not gonna worry about that one unless you just want to run back and forth, maybe make this one your main tune or something. You could possibly do that if you want that extra body. Now, for our next one, we actually have them right up from that one, right here, and they're actually going to be sitting right in front of this hole here. Now, don't fall in now, but they're going to be sitting right in front of this hole. And the reason why we do this is because there's a mob right there they kill, a mob right there, a mob up top, and then a mob over here. So 4 mobs here. Now, I have actually tried going up here on the ledge and stuff like that, but the problem is this thing right here line of sight you from killing this one right here, so you miss a mob if you do that. But yeah, right here in front of this hole, kind of off to the side of the very point of it here, and yeah, that way you can hit all of these. Now, then you're going to drop down here for the last one in that group, and they're going to be right here inside this other little cave area where you actually have 3 different spawns. So they're only looting 3, but they're all very close to each other. So yeah, not a bad farm, I don't think. Definitely something worth trying out, guys. Like I said, I only did it for 30 minutes, so you might think that it looks kind of small as far as how many mobs we killed, but basically for how long we normally do a farm, you need to double that. So we actually ended up getting a decent amount of cloth for this one. We got a total of 2,409 pieces of linen cloth. Like I said, for an hour, you're going to want to double that. So you're looking at about 4,800 pieces of linen cloth. That's not including the wool cloth or the little bits of silk cloth that we got. We also got a bunch of these old gems. And we got, like I said, we got pieces of transmog, and there's like the loincloth ceremonial pieces that dropped from here. Let's see if I can find some of. Here's one of the pieces that we got were decent. It's Prospector Woolies, 0.03 sell rate, 13, almost 14,000 on the region value on this realm, about 6,000 region. Then we got a neat little gray piece actually. Now I don't normally care too much for keeping grays or white items, but look at this thing. It's like 13,000 on my realm, almost 11,000 region, and 0.07 sell rate. I actually posted a picture of it in Discord because I was kind of impressed by it. But yeah, that comes from here, and I'm going to try to sell it. We'll see if it actually sells. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Now, let's see if we actually got anything else. And we got a couple more pieces here that are, I mean, we got some low value pieces too, but these are the pieces that kind of stood out to me. The Ancestral Robe, and we got the Rain Caller Robes. Now, I have, like I said, when I was testing it, before I actually decided to do my 30 minutes, for my actual 30 minutes for the video, I did actually get like a ceremonial leather harness. I didn't get the loincloth, but I did get the harness. But if the harness drops, most likely the loincloth should too. And I do think I did get an aboriginal loincloth during that little session where I was testing it out. Alright guys, so here we are at our second farm. Now this one is actually going to be labeled as Thornhill as well, but it's not inside the cave. So we were over here for the cave. Now we're kind of like over right here, like right above where the cave is, and you want to be in this spot exactly. And the way to kind of find this one, because there's a bunch of different ones, like if I go around here, you'll see a bunch of, it's still the same kind of mobs, the razor mane pig people, whatever you want to call them. But if you go over here, there's the Geomancer guys. Now you don't want to go to, if you go to where the Geomancer guys are, you went too far. Or actually, there's frenzies here as well. But if you, I guess if you go to the one where the vines are, that one's too far. Okay, you want to be at the one before you get to the vines if you're coming up from where the cave is. Okay, so right here, or I guess this one has some vines too. The other one had like little houses or whatever. It is a little bit different because this spot right here actually doesn't work, or at least doesn't work as well. I did try it. I couldn't actually get these mobs to respawn. But you see it's got like the little houses up here and stuff. That's the wrong one. It's the one right below that one. Right over here. Right across from where these guys are over here, I guess. You can see there's like a little boss guy here too called Fez. I guess you could try to match it up with that. But basically this one's really good because really you only really need to cover like maybe 3 to 2 spots. Okay, I mean there's 3 spots technically, but if you're only like a 2-man group or something, you could basically just, you know, move this potato back and forth from each spot. Basically, you only have to put this one out here in order to hit one mob. There's going to be like a mob that spawns like right there. That's one of these Razormane hunters. And the Razormane frenzies and the couple of hunters and mystics back here are the only ones you're hitting. You're not needing to hit these geomancers over here. They are not linked or something because they're not respawning each other. Now, for this one, I just have everybody like stacked up right here. This big vein is right here on this, kind of like on the left side if you're looking in at the little, I don't know what you want to call this dip here. But if you look at the dip here or whatever, it's kind of right here at this vein that's like kind of curved over. And the reason why that is so we can kill all these mobs in here and basically some of these here and possibly even still loot some of the ones that the Potato 5 here is actually killing as well. But we're probably not going to be able to loot the one mob. Just this one mob actually slows down the respawns. Now, I was actually still seeing the respawns when I had them all stacked here and wasn't even worried about this spot. But it was a big difference as far as how fast they respawn. They respawn so much faster by just making sure I kill that one mob. Okay. Then we have our other group set up right over here, killing the mobs on the other side, just because they're sort of out of range. Now you could, at one point when I first tested this out, I kind of had all my potatoes just kind of in a line here. But then again, at the same time, you have a problem with this group. I'm not on separate realms, so I can't hop realms. Now, if you can hop realms, that's perfect. It works fine. And I just, you know, you can just do that. Separate them out in the whole line and have one far enough out where they're actually hitting that mob. And then that way you're ensuring everybody's getting pretty much loot from all the mobs. And that's what I would suggest. So you could get a lot more than I actually get with everything that I'm going to show you here as far as our loot. But still, it wasn't bad at all. Especially if you do have a smaller group, you can kind of go off what you're seeing my tunes are actually looting. But anyway, these are the spots, and I'll kind of show you the hyper spawns here. You actually see we already have a bunch of them on us. But we'll start killing here. You see we were at like 1100. We actually killed less mobs than in the cave. But remember, in the cave too, we were more spread out. There's a lot more loot. Seeing that everything's a lot closer. There's, you know, less, you know, people being spread out. You're definitely looting a lot more piles with each tune. So that's going to provide a lot more loot. Now, like I said, with the cave one, you could actually just run around, possibly get more, but then at the same time with this one, I could be getting a lot more too, because I could also be looting the ones on that side with this group. I could be looting these ones over here with that group, with, you know, if I was on my other group where I am actually on, you know, 2 different realms, and I could hop. But this is my new group that actually am all on the same realm, so I had to just split it up like this. So yeah, as you see, I mean, we're getting tons and tons of respawns right here. I mean, they're just constantly popping up, and they're in such a small spot here. And like I said, there's that one right there where this one is actually killing, and that's all you need that one in that spot for. Other than that, you could just, you know, you could just run back and forth with one. I could stack this one up with that one and just run back and forth, and then I wouldn't even need to worry about having that one there, and I could even get more loot, which I probably should have did, but I was being lazy about it and just letting it go. So anyway, guys, these are sort of like the ones in the cave too, and they get like things like the ceremonial pieces, which we actually did get the ceremonial gloves. We didn't get like any of the really nice pieces, but there were some nice pieces we got as well. But I do feel like the ones in the cave might have better drop chances on those items. It might have just been my RNG though, but yeah, I feel like seeing that they're looting a lot less mobs than the ones out here, they were actually, you know, still neck and neck with the pieces they kind of got. But still, either way, this might be your preferred farm, especially if you are going after the linen, because you do get more linen. Again, we did only do this one for 30 minutes. And for our first tune, you see we got like over 400 pieces of linen cloth. We only got a white item here. I decided to keep has a 0.03 sell rate, but you see it's got a value of 16,000 region value. Then let's see, we also got Sentry's gloves right here, really nice piece there, almost 14,000 on this realm, 26,000 region. Then this one, nothing really of note, on this one. Still decent amounts of cloth. Then this one, we got this pagan rod. Shows pretty bad on my realm, but does have a region value of 13,000. And region value is basically what we really go off of. And then we also got the Prospector's chest piece. So really nice piece there too. 0.02 sell rate, 18,000 region, 25,000 on my realm currently. So really nice there. As far as our totals go though, for this one, the cloth, we ended up getting 2,802 pieces of linen cloth. Of course, we also got the other cloths as well. We got 18 gems. We killed 1,616 mobs, which is a lot less than the other one, because the cave we actually had over 2,000, and then we actually had 22 pieces of mog that we actually accounted for, which we had 24 at the cave farm. Now, at the same time though, that's still a lot more linen, especially if you're considering if you're going by each hour, since I only did it for 30 minutes. Yeah, that's going to be at least, I mean, that's 400 more pieces of linen cloth that we got from this one. And like I said, if you're able to spread it out and separate, hop to two different realms and have 4 on each realm, then you're definitely going to get a lot more, as you'd be able to loot pretty much every mob with every character. So anyway guys, yeah, definitely try this one out. I think this one is going to be one of the best ones, at least for an alternative compared to the others. I still feel strongly about the ones where you sit in one spot like Crimson Whelpling and Black Tabby, but I think this one is going to be one that's going to be right along those lines if you can't find a spot at one of those farms. Alright guys, so I got one last farm for you guys. Now this one you might think is better or you might think it's worse, but there's a lot of things that kind of go in with this one. If you look at this one, we are actually at the Hillsbrad Foothills, and it's right here at the sludge fields. Okay, now they drop linen, but they also drop a lot of like silk and wool too, so you actually get like more silk and stuff with this one, which I know it's not really what people are looking for as much as they're looking for the linen, but also with it being Hillsbrad Foothills, you have a chance to get the Black Tabby cat, which unfortunately we didn't get any. But you can. And the cool thing about this one is you can actually sit in one spot like the actual Black Tabby Horde farm. As you see, I actually have some of my tunes there now. But anyway, I just put them right here in front of this cart, kind of like in between these 3 right here. Now I actually did bring out my Alliance tune too, to see whether or not they could actually do it too. As you see, they're able to kill the mobs too, and they're sitting there respawning. For some reason, it seemed like it was breaking, like it looks like it just broke on my tune now for my Alliance, so I actually would have to run with this character and go kill some of the other ones in order to get some of the other guys to respawn. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. If I'm able to kill them first and foremost with the Alliance, then it should just automatically work. Now see, it looks like it's working, but then it would break again. So I don't know if maybe it has something to do with how many characters I actually have here, and it does something like that, because you see, I mean, just all these mobs respawning. But it's nice too, because now this gives us possibly another farm that we can do with our Alliance characters and only have to sit in maybe one spot if we can get this to work. If not, if we have to kill outside ones, I'm sure we can figure it out to where you could do like 2 or 3 spots. I mean, so because just like a couple outside here, a couple out here that you can pretty much almost reach from inside, and yeah, so it's not as many spots you'd have to cover as the neutral farm that we currently do out there with like the knoll guys and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It makes no sense to me why that one keeps breaking when this one is working perfectly fine with these 5 characters just sitting here in one spot. Like I said, maybe somehow it has a factor with the fact that I only have 1 character out here. I don't know. But as you see, sometimes it seems like it's working, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like it's broken right now, and I have to go and kill some of these guys in order to get my respawns to come back. But yeah, not bad at all. The only downside is, for some reason, even though we're killing constantly just as much as it seems like we're killing over here, where I only have 2 potatoes killing at the old black tabby cat farm. You look, if you can see that there, which I'll pull them up here. We're at over 1,800 kills now with these ones here, and it seems like it's the same thing pretty much going on as far as the respawns. Maybe it's still got to be a little bit slower or something though, because we're only at a little over 1,000 kills, which is kind of shocking because I mean they're pretty much constantly up. So yeah, just another alternative though. We did actually get less linen from this one than any of the other ones we covered tonight. But like I said, there is that chance that you could possibly get a black tabby cat. You do also get a lot more silk, which in turn you can still, you know, get value out of. There's also the other items that come from doing like the black tabby cat farm. As you just saw, we got like the magician's mantle or something like that, which is yeah, that's exactly what we got. Which is actually a cheap one, but that shows that the items that drop from the black tabby cat farm actually drop from here too. So it's just another spot that you could choose if somebody else was already at the horde only black tabby cat farm. Plus you can actually bring your alliance characters down here, and I don't know if maybe it's just something with this realm right now, something's broken on it. I don't know, but alliance characters can kill the mobs, and I will have to test it again, maybe bring out my full group of alliance characters and see if I get the respawns like I am on the horde group, because really there's no reason why they have no issue with sitting here in this one spot just constantly getting the respawns, but this one tune right here by themselves on this alliance realm is not getting them. And just in case you're wondering what the spot is, if you kind of see this little thing right here, I'm just right in front of that cart right there, kind of in between these 3 little stump things or hay piles or whatever they are, right there in front of that. And that's how I lined up this one too down here, so that way I could make sure I was in the right spot, and I am, and still nothing. I don't understand it. But anyway guys, hopefully I can figure this out and get this working on the alliance, because that would be nice, because that would give us easier way of getting the unlearned black tabby cat cages possibly. I think my RNG just isn't with it, because actually, I mean, I didn't get any black tabbies over here either yet. So, so yeah, it's not just the fact that maybe they don't drop as much over here at this farm. It's just I haven't gotten them yet. And my RNG might just not be on point right now. So anyway, guys, I hope you like this one too. Like I said, it is less cloth. I didn't actually total up everything this time, but I can tell by my characters where like the last one, we were getting around like 400 or so for the 30 minutes with the linen cloth per character, whereas this one we're only getting a little over 200, it looks like. And like even the first one we were getting like around 300 per character for the linen cloth. So yeah, it's a little bit less, about 100 cloth or to 200 cloth per character. Not close, I'd say more close to like about 100 less pieces of cloth. So but yeah, definitely a couple options there. If you know, you go to the black tabby cat farm and you see that somebody is already there, or if you you know, go to Crimson Wellplay and somebody's already there. All right guys, so 3 farms down, all that drop linen cloth. We have one's out in the Northern Barrens, one in a cave, if you like doing stuff in caves. We have one that's outside of a cave, which, you know, only takes like 2 to 3 spots to be covered. And yeah, I mean, you can take and possibly get a lot more than I did though if you have phased it. Unfortunately, I went on my team that wasn't actually able to phase because they're all in the same realm now. That's the only downside to me getting one all in the same realm. I do think it's going to be more beneficial when it comes to materials, and I'm doing material farms. But as far as what we're trying to do today, it kind of possibly hurt us because, like I said, you instead of hitting those two spots out at Thornhill and the outside spot, you would actually be able to just do like a whole line and pretty much loot every single mob with every single character. We will probably double our linen, maybe not. Try it out. If you guys get a chance, let me know how much you guys get compared to what I got. If you do have an 8-box team, or you just have a 5-box team and you do a whole line or whatever, and see if your numbers increase just because of the fact that you're able to loot more mobs with your whole group instead of trying to split the whole thing in half. Also, guys, let me know. I'm really curious about the Hillsbrad Foothills farm with why the mobs weren't hyper spawning from just sitting in one spot with the Alliance tune, but it was with the whole group of Horde characters. So yeah, test it out, see if it does work for you guys on Alliance, if you have Alliance characters, and get back to me and let me know. I will, like I said, when I have more time, I will bring my Alliance tunes out here and try it, because I would like to get some of the unlearned cat carriers for my Alliance team a lot easier than doing that neutral spot that's out there where the gnolls are and stuff. So this could be a spot for that. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and make sure you hit that big thumbs up down below. Definitely helps out. Also, don't forget about the links down below. We have links for Facebook and Twitter, where you can also get notified when I'm coming out with a video. There is a link for Twitch where I'll be streaming. Probably won't be streaming till tomorrow night, but as I gotta actually go to work right after this video. But yeah, definitely also check out the link for the Discord channel. Definitely a great community in there. People more than willing to help you out with farms, your multi-box setup, whether you're using ISBox or HiKeyNet, and just overall great place to be. Anyway, guys, that's about all I have. This is Babypowder. Peace. I'm out.